ask me out on another date sometime.
I'll ask you a question. What the f*** is wrong with your goddamn cooking? What the f*** is wrong with your goddamn sandwiches? What the absolute f*** are you doing? That's my question. Where's the ham? Where's the cheese? Where's the lettuce? Where's the good shit? It looks like there's only jam. Maybe there's a little orange there. Maybe that's cheese. No, it looks like it's just more whatever the fuck that is. There was no good shit. You don't just put jam on a fucking bread and put another bread on top of the... There's a travesty. Just to, check the audio levels and shit, and, if my microphone is, like, working and shit, like, pussy! Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Invincible. We are at the final episode of Season 2. I believe it is the final episode. I hope it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Episode 8 of Season 2. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, there's gotta be a third season. Obviously. I would even expect a fourth and a fifth season, honestly. At the rate they're going, I feel like they are going very slowly. I feel like they are not really gonna get to the end of the story within, like, in like another season, in one season. Not to mention, we haven't even figured out what the deal is with, what's his name? I forgot his name. The brain guy. Speaking of, we were left off with the brain guy actually showing up, I think. I kind of forgot. It's been like a week for me since I watched the last episode. I think he showed up at his house with the mother, I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's what happened at the very end. I also wrote down Mark and Amber broke up. I assume they broke up, or at least are taking an extended vacation from their relationship, aka they broke up, because they essentially realized what I realized even before their relationship. Superheroes should not be in a relationship. Enough said. In the beginning of the season, I kind of expected the brain guy to have a I expected the brain guy to be the main villain of the season, but they kind of just didn't. They just kind of didn't. So I don't know what's going to happen. In any case, let's just get into it, shall we? Episode 8.
I need to make him pay.
My name is Anissa. And
Anissa?
I'm the Vtuber Empire. Killing you is not my task. Can't live in your world.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Hi, Mom. Hello, Mark. When are you coming home?
What's going on now? That's gonna be a Viltrumite right there. Is that Nolan? Sounds like him. Oh my god, it is. So, what the fuck is going on? He's faking.
They didn't tell you who I was, did they?
Bro, like, if I was fighting someone with powers like those, and they got shot once, I would not stop shooting, bro. Lay it on. Keep shooting, bro. You don't just single tap. You 100 tap. And then maybe after like 10 minutes, you stop. And then hopefully he's dead.
Enough.
I guess they're like testing him.
Seems you've passed inspection. Finally fit for your execution. Congratulations.
Oh, Christ. Come on. You got this. You got this, Taylor. Keep this up. You're gonna...
Little tip for people. If you are out of shape, do not go running. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Just trust me. Trust me on this. Source, trust me. Trust me, bro. Just don't go running. Start with walking first. You need to walk before you can run. Trust me, bro. Trust me on this. Just trust me. The first time when I was like, hey, I wanna work out or start working out, the first thing I did was I went running. Why? because this was when this there was this anime that was coming out about running. If you're in the anime scene, you know what I'm talking about. It's basically, there's only one show that is about running. That show was coming out. I didn't watch that show, but I saw it was coming out. That it was about running, and that kind of, you know, lined up with me wanting to start working out. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go running, right? Fuck it. I went running, being completely out of shape. Big fucking mistake. Horrible mistake, okay? I pushed myself way too far, almost like this, basically. And let's just say I almost passed out. And for the next day or two, I felt bad. Like, I felt like I had fucked up my insides. Because essentially, I think my lungs or something, like, had gotten so much workout that I felt like something was wrong in my chest. Like, I don't even want to, I don't really remember exactly what it felt like, but I know that I never want to feel that again. And I know why it happened, because I pushed my fucking lungs too far, and you know, I wasn't ready for it. And it, like, trust me, just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Start out with just exercising, like doing basic home exercises, and you'll feel my dick.
That's far enough. There's a chance you could kill me before I snap her neck. I'm not sure. You could try if you like. Do you want to take that risk? Is the Mark Grayson of this dimension a risk taker? Well, and before I forget, I'm blocking all signals within these four walls. I wouldn't want us to be interrupted.
Let them go! Now!
Did you know your identity is public in almost half of the realities you exist in? So careless.
I don't know why you're here, but I'm warning you.
You really don't remember who I am. Let me help. When we met before, you hadn't done this to me.
He didn't do shit to you, by the way. It was your machine, by the way.
God, you're that guy.
You're that guy.
That guy? That's
Well,
all
yeah.
you remember of me? That I was that guy? I am Angstrom Levy, and you made me into a monster.
I didn't do anything to you. Your machine blew up.
You did this! I was gonna save the world. Oh, I agree. Come get me.
Maybe it's not a good idea. And you're in another dimension.
Oh, shit.
My word, how is this possible? It's just the damnedest thing.
Just fly.
Right at it.
I thought sapiens were extinct. I was but a hatchling when I last tasted their succulent flesh. I don't care if it sings. I only care how it tastes.
Interesting how they're talking English, by the way.
If it talks, it thinks.
It flies too.
Oh my god, it does.
Must be invisible.
I want my taste.
Why? You know, real question here is, what is this guy's what is this guy's
Like your brother's color.
intention?
So unique.
You know, what's the end game? What's the goal?
If he lives to attend one.
If it's revenge, why not just take him to some other dimension where the planet is destroyed? Put him in space. Or just in general, put him in a different dimension.
Of course you would. Don't worry. I have no intention of hurting your brother or your mother. No. As long as I don't determine that the only way to hurt you is to hurt them. So do them a favor and die.
No!
Again, if... Okay, I'm trying to figure out the character's motivations here, okay? Before we get into the fight or whatever. The motivation is, okay, let's kill Invincible. And your power is to put him into a different dimension, okay? Like, why don't you just do that? But he brought him back. He already did it. He basically already won the fight. Like, let's be honest, he already won the fight. He put him into a dimension with dinosaurs. Just, like, you can cross dimensions. No one else can. Right? It's not like you're teleporting to a very far away place or far away planet or anything. It's the same planet. It's just you're going through dimensions. Only he can do that, as far as we know. So if you just put all the... Like, if he wants revenge so badly, just put all the marks from all the dimensions into one fucking dimension. That's it. You've basically won. Like, yeah, they're still alive, but, like, putting them on a fucking dimension by themselves with dinosaurs that want to kill him, that's basically the same as dying, right? If you can just remove people from your dimension, you basically kill them. And I mean, I'm sure, you know, Invincible would survive off the land if there was no civilization, but like, they're out of sight, out of mind, right? Like, you've basically won. But the fact is, he brought him back on purpose to like goad him or something. Kind of stupid, but okay. Oh my god, what is this, Spider-Man? Oh my god, it is. Whatever, bro. Spider-Man and Doc Ock, okay. Okay, bro. Sure, bro.
Talk about your bad luck, Prof. Ock. Oh, shit. Are you okay? I didn't mean to... Hey, thanks, pal. Let's get this guy webbed up. So, trust me, I'm the good guy here, and Mr. Mechanical Arms is not.
What you got glowing red eyes, man? How am I supposed to...
Yep, told you.
They're not glowing. And again, right? Just leave him in the other dimension. I mean, that dimension's kind of populated, so maybe you don't want that, but like, putting him in a dimension with dinosaurs, I mean, he'll be alone. Or maybe not even dinosaurs. Just take an empty planet, a destroyed planet, or like dimension, not planet, but like, you know, like take an empty dimension and just put him in there. He's basically dead, right? I mean, he can't go between dimensions, so like, you've won. Like, you know, it's done. This isn't even a fight.
No way to know that for sure. What kind of mother lies to her son like that?
You said you wouldn't hurt us.
No, I said you were safe. As long as your son suffers and dies like he deserves to. And speaking of...
Why? Why bring him back? Like, huh? Or is his thing like, I need to make you suffer before before you die or whatever? I mean, I guess to me it's more like the fact that like I enjoy like real villains that have a real goal, and honestly to me, seeing someone suffer is not a goal. It's kind of like a emotional reaction, I feel like.
Not gonna hurt, but I remember that night. You were trying to save me. Maybe the accident changed you, but you were a good person trying to do a good thing.
Saved you? And suffering you've caused? The lives you've taken?
He can't... Bro, I just figured out the easiest way to beat this guy. He can't move his portals, and he can't activate them inside people, as far as we know. So just levitate. Literally, just levitate. Don't move, just levitate. Don't go in any direction, just stand still, fly. He can open portals all around you, but like, that doesn't matter.
I won't build my utopia with blood. Justice.
Justice. I am justice.
Roll the chainsaw. Everything's gonna be.
You're dead. Oh,
Poor Angstrom. You actually
bro. I like the cape. They should do that. They should do that. 100%. I think the cape looks so much better. I don't think I like this like weird square looking whatever the fuck this is, but I like the cape. I think the cape is good.
My God.
Cool. Very good.
Pathetic. You're making me feel bad, man. I'll tell you what. I'll kill the boy quickly.
I mean, okay, sure, all of this happens, but the thing here is why target just the Invincible, the mark in our dimension, right? You would think his revenge would be targeted throughout the multiverse, throughout the dimensions, on all the marks everywhere. But it seems like they're constantly this guy's just with a brain. I mean, he's just in our dimension constantly for some reason. That's funny. That's just funny.
It's over.
It'll never be over until I've made you pay for everything you've done.
I haven't done shit,
Done playing
but
your
they
game.
have, right? It's not
Are
him.
they?
Oh, so you can activate a portal
You
like
wanna shoot me?
through people.
Fine.
Okay.
Let them go, and you can take your best shot. All right? I won't even fight back.
Oh, Mark.
I appreciate the offer, but what would be the fun in that?
I am not flying through any more of your stupid portals. You can't hurt me with that.
That's smart.
Just as stupid in every dimension.
Again, just leave him here. You've won. And then you're gonna have to do that in every other dimension where Mark is a thing. But like, you know? Because it's not like this Mark is the most evilest of them all. So, I mean, you gotta put them all in this dimension. Oh my god, zombies, of course. You want my meat? You want a shuck of my meat? Oh my god, you do.
Not very smart.
Okay. So another thing with his powers, I mean, okay, whatever. Whatever. I was gonna say, how does he know
You think
to
you're innocent
open
in
the
all this?
portals in other dimensions
In so many other
exactly in
dimensions,
front
you
of Mark?
join your husband and son
I would
when they
understand.
slaughter millions
I
and
would
make the earth
understand
burn.
if
You're a traitor
like
to
if
who
he's
you
there and he
are.
sees where he's
Your
opening the
family's
portal.
legacy is
But
blood.
in this case, he's not there. How does he know exactly where to open the portal? How does he know exactly where Mark is at any given time?
And save this planet.
Small details that probably aren't thought out properly, and people don't care.
I know the son I raised.
And people will call me a
he is
nitpicker.
no
Oh my god, I am.
That's why you're so angry. Because you turned out rotten here, and Mark is the hero for once.
You don't know anything. Goddamn shh. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the child. I don't like the. What? Jesus. Really? Really?
It's the monster.
Really?
Oliver, it's okay. It's okay. I'm
Really? Oh, jeez. That's not good.
I'm going to make your
Kill him. Kill him.
I'm gonna make you.
Kill the kid. Kill the kid.
I'm even gonna make
Please. He's good, good, good. Yes. Go. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
So I mean,
Shit.
he opens and
How did you get here? Where did you come from?
no, I mean, you're a man who dresses like a.
Oh my god. Jesus
Name
Christ.
is- Well, yeah, I mean, like, don't you think that's kind of lazy? Oh, I told you, I wasn't in the mood.
Oh, this is over.
Mark.
Mom,
Jesus.
What did you do to her?
Ah. Remember those doctors I told you about? The ones who rebuilt my body? They also improved it. Why do you think I sent you across the multiverse? Why do you think I was softening you up?
Who are these doctors and where can we get some? Because they seem to be strong enough to be able to fight against the Viltrumite, even if he's a little softened up. You know, still. He's clearly doing damage, right? That's what I'm saying. We could use these doctors to just build an army. You see, that's what I was expecting.
This doesn't end until you and your family are dead.
Stop threatening my family! You have no idea what I've been through. How much I've been holding back.
I mean, even here, he has to be holding back, because, like, I feel like he has enough power to, if he fully went in, he would just go through hand through him, right?
Hurt my family!
I'm not gonna lie, the blood is a little excessive, I feel like. I mean, I don't think anybody has this much blood in their body. I mean, maybe, but, like, Jesus Christ. I feel like it's more like Jello or some sort of you know, a paint bucket. Someone must have just, you know, thrown a paint bucket. I mean, so is he dead? Somehow I you know, until I see him actually putting his hand through his, like, you know, body, I always think, oh, they're probably gonna survive. I mean, that dude survived from getting shot in the head, bro. Like, you know? And he was, like, yeah, he was beating him up and there was a lot of blood, but, like, there is a lot of blood, as you can see, but,
I thought you were. I thought.
is he dead, or?
I thought you were stronger.
Oh. So that's where the title of the episode comes from. Oh, I didn't even think about that. If he's dead, they're not on the same dimension anymore. Uh-oh. That's an uh-oh right there. We have someone in need of medical attention. Immediate medical attention.
Woman and child. Ma'am, are you okay?
Is that a trick question? This could be a problem.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. I had to. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him. He tried to kill me. He was gonna kill my mom and my brother.
Is this really his first kill? I don't think it's his first kill. Let's be honest. I mean, I think it's his first direct kill, but I don't think it's his first indirect kill, most likely.
He made me do it.
Just accept it. It is what it is. It wasn't an accident. This is actually very good.
I did it. I had
Yeah, but you exactly.
I had no other
Exactly.
choice.
Good, good. Yeah. That's what it is, right? You're fighting someone. And 9 times out of 10 in a real fight, it's like the person who dies first loses, right? The person who survives wins.
I thought he was stronger. He told me he was stronger.
What is that? It doesn't matter.
I wanted to kill him, but I didn't know if I could. Oh god.
Like I'm surprised that he hasn't even like considered the fact that he will have to kill people against the Viltrumites as well. Right? You think these Viltrumites are just going to get beaten and then be like, "Oh, please put me in prison."
I'm stuck forever.
Now that's a real problem right there.
I can't get home now.
Indeed.
I'm gonna
That's a
die
problem.
here.
The unfortunate thing is I don't even think that he even checked if the guy was dead. That's how they usually do these things. No one ever checks the pulse. No one ever does.
Don't try anything. I accepted my fate long ago. Move, scum.
Did you?
Hey, just cut me some slack. Jeez. Holy crap. My plan worked. What? Remember me? Yes. Why are you here? Face front, you nobin. For you, man. I'm here for you. Talk soon.
He's still a bad guy, by the way. Nolan, I mean. He's still a bad guy, and he always will be, and he will never be redeemed. It is what it is. They can do it in a way where they're gonna have Nolan kind of help people from now on, but like, it doesn't matter.
As far as the eye can see.
Thousands of deaths, by the way. Can he survive without food?
The fact that you maybe something on Angstrom's body. Maybe his body could somehow still.
How the fuck? Who the fuck?
Whoa.
Mark, you look terrible.
Eve, is that you?
Yes, just not the me you know. Not anymore, at least.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Ooh, in before, it's been like 50 years or something.
It just happened.
Maybe for you. For us, it was 20 years ago.
It took us that long to find this dimension. Luckily, by that time, there were 4 working time machines in Guardian custody.
The world we come from, the world where you've been missing all these years, it's not good.
We've already said too much. Any more and we could disrupt the time stream. Mark, I'm opening a portal that will send you home.
Like home 20 years later or home...
Oh, thanks. I don't know if I would have survived here.
You did, but you wouldn't like what you had become.
I'm a little confused, not gonna lie.
Mark, wait. I love you, Mark. I have for a very long time, and when you disappeared, I was devastated. I should have told you.
Eve.
No, don't tell me. Tell her. Tell her you love her. Or tell her you don't love her. Just tell her something. Tell her something so that she can go on with her life.
Told ya. Told you last episode. What was the last? I think it was last episode, yeah.
Mom. I'm okay, Mark. Is it over?
It's not like killing someone inherently makes you a bad person. That's the thing, right? That's the difference. As long as you understand that killing someone is not a good thing.
Looking for some alone time.
That's what keeps you on the good side. The most important thing is that it doesn't become easy.
You weren't there.
And by easy, I don't mean physically easy. I mean like mentally.
Line, Cecil, and I,
They do say that it becomes easier every single time you do it. And that is true. Trust me.
I don't know,
Trust me.
Cecil,
Stop.
Just trust me. Source, trust me. Trust me, bro. It does become easier, but as long as you understand that it's never a good thing.
All the bad guys are usually ones who break people's arms. Go home. Get some rest.
sorry if along the way I became a problem myself.
As apologies go, that's not a bad
What
one.
the fuck is that?
Get that
Did
you
she?
wanna help. Just talk to me for
Whoa. Bro, did she just put, like, sauce or whatever the fuck, jam or whatever the fuck that was? She put that on bread and then put another bread on top of it like a sandwich? Did she just do that? Bro. Bro. What the fuck is that? Don't get me wrong. I understand putting two bread together like a sandwich. Like, I understand that. But, like, you just put jam in between the bread? Like, what? Huh? You don't just put sauce. Where's the ham? Where's the cheese? Where's the lettuce? Where's the, where's the actual, the good shit? Where's the good shit? There was no good shit. You don't just put jam on a fucking bread and put another bread on top of the it looks like there's only jam.
hey,
Maybe there's a little orange there. Maybe that's cheese.
appreciate it.
No, it looks like it's just more whatever the fuck that is.
Like maybe ask me out on another date sometime.
I'll ask you a question. What the fuck is wrong with your goddamn cooking? What the fuck is wrong with your goddamn sandwiches? What the absolute fuck are you doing? That's my question. That's a travesty. I am a sandwich connoisseur, okay? Maybe not a connoisseur, but like, I eat sandwiches a lot, and I have never even considered putting just like jam or whatever, condiments on a piece of bread, and then putting another bread on top of the jam. Like that's just not like.
Sorry, I never told you.
Told ya.
I never told any.
Told ya. Called it. Fucking called it. I fucking called it. Fucking told you. How did I know this? Why did I suspect this? Exactly why I said. Because that's what I would do if I had her power. That's why I said she was the least likely to die. Because her power, I think if anybody had her power and decided to fight, I think that's exactly what they would do. Just live through a copy, essentially. Essentially, I would keep the fact that copies can make copies hidden. I would keep that fact hidden, and then I would have my copy pretend to be the original, and then only have that one copy make other copies, right? To essentially make it seem as if only the original can make copies, right? But me, the original, would actually in reality be in a different country, like doing something else, right? Fucking called it, bro.
I was so tired of dying. I was gonna walk away. Become someone else. But I couldn't. Because of you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
Finally.
After 3,000 years.
You got this?
I can lift a truck. Well, a small one, at least.
Who'd you get your powers from, anyway?
Grandma, on my mom's side. Yeah, not a lot of opportunity back then for women like us if you weren't willing to wear a bathing suit 24/7.
What the fuck is this? Okay, never mind.
Shit!
Oh,
Come on, we'll find another way out.
So you could lift it before, but now you can't? Hmm? Bullshit. Bullshit. Who the fuck is that guy?
that him?
Oh, Dad.
Huh?
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Who will succumb to my influence? Bow to God. Wait, you're both female.
And?
I must inhabit a living male host to escape the curse of this tomb.
That's sexist.
No, it's not. Dude, no, it's not. He didn't say, I want to inhabit a male host. He said, I need to. Which means there could be a reason, legitimate reason, why he can only inhabit males. Right? You never know. That's like saying, oh, I'm a man and I need to have sex with a woman to make a baby. And then a guy goes, wow, that's sexist. It's like, no, it's fucking not. It's like the only way I can do it, you know? Like the only that's just how it works. Two guys can't make a baby. It's not that hard to understand, right? I mean, just saying.
You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone.
Such is the life of an immortal.
You know who else said that to me?
I'm not my dad. I'm not my dad.
I'm not your dad. You know what I wish we could see? I wish we would have time skips. I really do. I really wish we had time skips. You know, like something like the first episode of Free Run. You know, they skip time like every episode is like 20 years, right? Every episode we get a 20-year time skip. And then we slowly see Mark grow and like all the people kind of aging and then dying and like, you know, the story takes place over hundreds of years, basically. I feel like stories like that are so nice and cool. But I don't think we're gonna do that here. It would be a cool way to show Mark having a long lifespan, right? And maybe he will become exactly like his dad. In time. I wonder how fast
Mark?
Viltrumites heal. 'Cause, I mean, he still has his black eye.
I was coming to say goodnight, but you're not going to be sleeping anytime soon, I see.
Sorry. I got a lot on my mind. I'm quitting college.
Mark,
It doesn't make sense. I'm missing all my classes, and the more I think about it, what's the point? Am I going to be a dentist? A lawyer? A coder? Why would I do any of that?
I know things have been tough, but this is your future you're talking about. You can't just quit college.
No, you can just quit college, actually. The real thing is, he can't quit being a superhero, right? He can't quit fighting the good fight. That's what he can't just quit. He can't just quit on the Viltrumite threat.
With everything I can do, tell me why I need to go to college.
college does a lot more than just prepare you for a job. Mark?
I can't. I just can't. The things I can do. It's too much. I can't do it. I have to get better. I have to learn
How to fight.
control myself.
That too.
It's important.
Yeah, because otherwise your planet
It's the
would get
most
taken
important
over.
thing I can do.
And we've known this for a while now.
I have to get better. I have to be better.
And stronger. Alright, I think we're all on the same page now, right? Viltrumite threat, big, very bad threat on the horizon. Gotta get trained, get better. Yeah?
My God, Mark.
Makes sense, right? Also, I called this one as well, by the way. I'm just saying.
Bet. How are you, though?
My eyes fucked up and, like, you know, I killed a man. Kind of depressed and shit.
Sure.
And sad and shit.
You know what?
Don't
There's
move
something else
too
I wanna talk
quickly.
about.
Okay.
You don't want to move too quickly here. Okay? Not too quickly.
It's nothing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Good.
Sure.
There's a reason why. But, you know, there's no point in me explaining why.
I'm sorry, Mark.
I would assume Eve has a normal human lifespan, so... You know. There's more, right? There's got to be more, right? Okay.
Yo, Nolan. You there? I'm here, alien. Oh, come on, man. It's Alan. Don't be like that. I heard about what you did on Thraxa. We are on the same side now.
No,
we're not.
True.
You turned against the Empire. Mark told me all about it. But you saw Mark? Yes, on Earth. I came to enlist him in the Coalition's fight against your old pals. But it seems you beat me to it. Leave him out of this. This isn't his fight. Let the boy have a moment of peace. Let me pay for what I did. Yeah, don't worry. That's gonna happen. I've heard the chatter in here. They're gonna execute you, bro. They are, yes. Most people would be more worried about that. I'm not a Viltrumite anymore. Not really. I feel shame and regret for my actions. I see the suffering of lesser beings, and it upsets me deeply.
Does it, though? The fact is, as you noticed, I'm sure, he still refers to them as lesser beings, right? And it's like, I think what we're seeing is more akin to looking at an ant and then looking at maybe like a cat or like a pet or something. Like a human looking at an ant and then looking at a hamster. It's like when you crush an ant, when you step on an ant, then you're like, don't care, right? Whatever. Or a spider or whatever. Like you're don't care, whatever. But then when you move on to like something like a pet, like a hamster, then it's like, well, now it's like killing. It's kind of like I feel a little bad, you know, like, especially if someone else cared about it, right? Or, you know, or I had spent some time with the hamster, like then killing it would be like, I kind of feel bad, right? But it's not the same as like killing a human. As long as you view yourself as being a superior being, you will never like view them the same way, nor care that much.
The pain and destruction I caused was immeasurable.
Indeed it was.
What I did to those people.
There was lesser beings, by the way.
What I did to my son. Yeah, And your people are doing that on 1,000 different planets right now.
Oh, it was worse than I thought. Okay. So the Viltrumite threat is an even bigger threat than I realized. Okay, good.
And yet... What? What is it?
And yet,
I think
I'm talking to myself.
I miss my wife.
Which one? I think he was referring to his pet. And that's all she wrote, folks. Okay, I'm not going to talk too long, but I will say, other than the Gangstrom fight, Angstrom, other than the fight with this guy, I think this episode was definitely the best episode of the entire. Well, maybe the last episode was the best one. I'm kind of biased towards the Viltrumite stuff. I think the Viltrumite stuff is definitely the best stuff. It's like the not to compare it to Mass Effect again, but as I did last episode, but it's kind of like, I mean, imagine Mass Effect, imagine like a side quest versus the Reaper storyline, right? It's kind of like, obviously the Reaper storyline is like the good shit, like side quests and stuff like that. Like half the time they're kind of boring. Like they might be a little interesting, but like ultimately the Reaper stuff is just the good shit, right? I feel like this whole thing where they came to save him in the other dimension, completely unnecessary, by the way. I think the reason they did this whole like, oh my god, these people spent like 20 years trying to figure out how to get to him, and then they used a time travel device to go back in time and get him. I think this whole thing was made so that well, they could get him out, for one thing, get him out of this dimension, but also the fact that like once Mark goes back in, back to his own dimension, they wouldn't have the technology to go into other dimensions, right? Probably what I would have done if I was creating a situation where Mark was stranded on this other dimension, I would have had him come up with the idea that, oh, maybe there's something on Angstrom's body. He goes back to his body, actually has to kind of like look through his stuff. He finds some sort of device that lets him open a portal back into his timeline somehow. I don't know. Point is, or like into his dimension. And then as he's about to leave, he looks back and he's like, fuck, right? Turns around and goes buries him. Doesn't leave him there. He buries him. He buries him, puts a little like marker, like a gravestone, and then he goes back. Or he goes into the portal because he doesn't know where the portal is taking him. Because otherwise, if he knew that the portal took him back, then he would probably rush to his mother's rescue. But you get my point. Other than that, yeah, I think this episode was definitely very good after the fight. There was this like ancient Egypt thing at one point, and I was like, I don't know what the deal with that was. Like, what the fuck is who the fuck are these people? What was this? Just random characters that we've never seen before, just out of nowhere, and it's just who? What? Huh? Why are you introducing these people at the final episode of a season? Like, what? That's fucking weird. In any case, pretty good season. Definitely had some problems, I feel like. They didn't really get anywhere with the Viltrumite stuff. I feel like the show has a lot of unnecessary scenes. Like that fucking ancient Egypt fucking mummy thing. It almost feels like, as you're watching the show, it almost feels like every other scene is just completely unnecessary, right? Like they don't add any information to the scene, they don't, or to the story. There's so many seemingly unnecessary things that happen. Like the whole time travel thing, like completely unnecessary, I feel like. You could have done that in many different ways. It was still a pretty good season. As long as, I think as long as the next season is gonna ramp things up, as long as the next season will explore the Viltrumite threat more now, and like they will really go into that plot line, that storyline, I think it's fine. As long as they do that, then I think that this season was fine. It was good. But if they don't do that, if they continue this the way they have been, where they just kind of randomly come up with some random like side villains and like, you know, one episode villains essentially, then the season will get a lower score overall, right? So this is a good setup season, like a kind of a good season to like reflect, for Mark to reflect after, you know, getting beaten up by Omni-Man in the last season, and then, you know, growing as a person and realizing that he and his normal life stuff just are not for him because he is not normal. And at the same time, we've now kind of set up Nolan to kind of be, you know, regretting his actions and turning to the light side, as it were, and maybe they will now escape from their imprisonment, and you know, we've set things up, and now we just have to wait for the third season to really capitalize on the setup. But in any case, for now, I will bid you adieu, ladies and gentlemen. I will bid you a fare thee well. Until season 3, whenever that is, we shall be back. And until we do, know that my will be do the thing. Do the thing. Now. Now. Do the thing now.